continually content to follow the lead of the champion of lying, pomposity, smugness, and groupthink, I, Mel McGinnis, will take my place behind Tucker Carlson. ERA, Equal Rights Amendment, it's coming to New York. But do you know that ProtectKidsNewYork.com already says New York has one on the books? No person shall, because of race, color, creed, or religion, be subjected to any discrimination in his or her civil rights by any other person or by any firm, corporation, or institution, or by the state, any agency or subdivision of the state. Did you notice the pronouns our or we were not used? They used his and her. Here's the change that's coming for all New Yorkers. Proposed change to this language look to state unequivocally that laws and entities cannot discriminate based on the basis of new categories like age, gender identity, gender expression, and reproductive health care and autonomy. Oh, don't you see the euphemisms there already? Reproductive health care and autonomy, basically abortion. And can we call it child sacrifice? That's what we ought to be saying. But anyways, this ERA is really the Parent Replacement Act. The Parent Replacement Act is disguised as the ERA. For example, should minors have the right to irreversible surgeries and non-surgical transgender procedures without parental notice or consent? No! But the ERA opens the legal door to yes. Should male athletes, as a female that they want to identify as, be able to compete in female sports? No, that's wrong. But the legal door is open through the Parent Replacement Act, disguised as ERA. Should statutory rape laws that protect the young be weakened? No. But the legal door to yes is opened by the Parent Replacement Act, otherwise known as the ERA. New Yorkers will be faced with this amendment in the ballot box come November, and we've got to get ahead of it. Get out in front of it. And let people know that this ERA that's been passed through our New York State legislature, namely the Democrats, will be on the ballot. It should be called the Parent Replacement Act instead of the ERA. We need to call it out for what it is. And when we look at it philosophically, you can see fascism at work by the left in Albany forcing one-party rule on New York citizens. It not only undermines parental authority, it undermines biblical authority. Fascism hates biblical worldviews in government, education, family, and economics from the beginning, that is, Genesis 1 and 2. The experts for this amendment will not admit to how fascist-friendly this amendment is, because they're that shallow. Or they lean more into cultural Marxism, arbitrarily deciding those who are oppressed and the oppressors. But cultural Marxism inherently hates God and anything to do with classic historical American understanding. Call it for what it is. The ERA is the Parent Replacement Act. If we get that word out, I think we can stave off this tide that's coming from Albany, sweeping across New York, with its power centers in cities like Buffalo, Rochester, and especially New York City. Let's get out in front of it, and let's stop this from becoming an amendment in New York. And when I say amendment, it's not just law, but super law. Do you know what this may mean for churches? This may mean that the church as an institution will not be able to say no to those who live by a different standard than the church does. You can't discriminate, this law says. And when you look at the original Equal Rights Amendment for New York, it says any institution. Isn't a church an institution in the eyes of the legal authorities in New York? Just wanted to alert you so that we'll be ahead of it when the vote comes in November. Well, unlike Tony Kornheiser, pardon the interruption, I cannot promise you that I'll do better the next time. And unlike Tony Kornheiser, I'll continue to wave the sackcloth flag for humility. See you next time.